Hey there, Poke fans. Welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Matt, and welcome back to our Season 10 Rank Ladder Climb using a team that we built from scratch. So we've already hit Master Belt here, which is great. And we've been kind of switching around Pokemon to see what fits within our particular team. We had seen that Regieleki last time didn't do so well. So this time I thought about bringing Amoonguss. The Kono to like really slow down the threat of battle here, and I'm gonna go with a completely different EV setup than what I did before. I had erased it because it wasn't going as well, but hoping that it does well this time. So the EVs that I have for Amoonguss so far, I have 244 in HP, 128 in defense, and 136 in special defense, and I have it set to bold to give us a little bit more defense as well, which is why you get the 230, the 228, and the 430 about there. Terra Water is the name of the game with the ability for Regenerator, and I have Pollen Puff, Protect, Spore, and Rage Powder. There's been a couple of times where I've tried to use Amoonguss, but I haven't really figured out like the way to use them yet. So I'm hoping that I figure that out in today's video. Now, I don't have a strong fire user, so I might swap out Great Tusk for that user. It could be, you know, Talonflame. We could bring back Torkoal, or we could maybe bring someone else over here. I mean, I could bring like Skeledirge. He's kind of cool looking. Moltres isn't, I'm not sure about that one yet, but we could bring in Armarouge. He's doing really well in the online ladder so far, with the weakness policy that I have with Flash Fire. So that's cool, right? We could bring in them. I do have other fire types that I am training up to. If we go over here to the prep box, not right on. For the prep box, I do have Growlithe in here that I got from beating the game. So I could bring that up to be a fire type. I can have like fire or Iron Moth be the fire type. I can use Ogerpon to be the fire type. It's got the teal mask on right now, but it could be that if I want it to be. So we do have options. I just don't know which one to use yet. So there's that. Otherwise, let's go ahead and get to today's matches. Just don't forget to do one thing for me before we get started, to leave a like on the video, dislike it if you didn't, subscribe if you're a brand new or returning viewer. It does help out the channel quite a bit, and leave a comment down below. I do reply to any and all comments that you guys leave behind. All right, our first match is ready to go. We've got Brute Bonnet, Armarouge, Hariyama, Farigiraf, Grimmsnarl, and Namorous. Okay, so we do have Tricklings of Trick Room team. Just gonna adjust my microphone here. And we also do have priority being used as well. So I think that's what Farigiraf is for, is to prevent some of the offensive priority moves, but not necessarily for us. So because we might be looking into Trick Room, we're going to be needing to do something else. Let's see, what do I do here? There's no entity, so I don't have to worry about that. You know what? Let's Gyarados, Great Tusk, Tornadus, and Amoonguss. Let's go that way. We're going to go this way so that we can possibly get in some of the type advantages, as well as possible like defensive switch-ins that we could use. Great Tusk is going to be really strong. I don't know if Armarouge is going to be using Trick Room. I don't know if they're going to be using anything in particular. So we'll go Brute Bonnet and Farigiraf, Great Tusk, and Gyarados. So we're going to lower down the physical attacks of those. Ooh, -1 attack with the photosynthesis. Defense was heightened. That's dope. Okay. So in this particular case, I think Taunt on the Brute Bonnet, because I know it doesn't have an item now, and I'm going to be watching out for that Spore. And we're close combat. You know what? Rock Slide. We'll just spam Rock Slides. So if it is like Trick Room gonna come out from Farigiraf, I don't have to worry about it. I'm taunting the Brute Bonnet so that it can't do Spore. Brute Bonnet flinch cannot move. Trick Room is used by the Farigiraf. So I foresaw that happening. Foresaw that. We're gonna taunt the Farigiraf now, and I'm just gonna continue on with my Rock Slides. Maybe I should have terra'd my psychic terrain. No priority moves can be used. Seed bomb. Okay, Great Tusk can withstand that. That's not a big deal. So that's not an Armor Tail. It's probably Cup Chew. Yep, there's a Mental Herb from the taunt. Brute Bonnet avoided the attack? What? Since when? Since when? Okay, we're gonna Thunder Wave the Farigiraf. Swap into a Moongus. Because right now that Seed Bomb's gonna do a lot of damage to Great Tusk. And I don't want that to happen anymore. So, Amoonguss. Psychic comes out and hits the Amoonguss. Oh, that was a crit. Ouch. Seed Bomb also goes to that slot. It's not going to knock out the Amoonguss. It's going to make it stay alive. Thunder Wave over to the Farafarig. And we're going to heal up a little bit due to leftovers. And Brute Bonnet shook off the taunt. Okay. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to protect on the Amoonguss. Get a little bit more HP off of leftovers. Psychic goes into that slot, does nothing. Spore. Goes off from the Gyarados. He falls asleep. Yeah, Taunt isn't gonna really to help me here. That's his dedicated turn of sleep. They have one more turn of Trick Room. I'm gonna protect. And can't spore the Farigiraf. It would have been easier to do that, but I kind of messed up by paralyzing him. I should have paralyzed the Brute Bonnet. Pollen Puff the Farafarig. Gyarados woke up to do the protect. Let's go. His one dedicated turn of sleep is really, really helpful. Oh, that's so awesome. Psychic. It's the Mungus. It's going to knock him out. Maybe I should have retreated him for the regenerator. Seed Bomb goes into the protect. Dimensions return to normal. We'll bring out Great Tusk. Re-taunt the Brute Bonnet. Actually, should I do that? Good waterfall into him. Yeah, we'll re-taunt into the Brute Bonnet. And we'll go into the close combat. Straight into that slot. Close combat. Boom. Just barely survives, lowering down my defenses one stage. Taunt. No more Spore for you. Seed Bomb. Maybe I should have Terra'd there. Probably wouldn't have done so much. And he activates the Trick Room. I could have haunted the Farafarig. Oh well. Can't do anything about it now. Waterfall. And I'm going to Scary Face the Gyarados. Drop his speed by 2. So by half. Psychic Terrain goes up. Farafrig really pulling off his weight here. I think this is going to be a loss, though, just so you guys know. 1 HP? Are you kidding me? Oh, you flinched, couldn't move. But still, that's insane. I'm just going to hit them both now. Sucker Punch. It's Gyarados. Psychic. Just a little bit of damage. Proc the Citrus Berry. That's why I couldn't have the Citrus Berry on Amoonguss. You guys might have saw it, but I had to swap his item out. Waterfall. Finally knocks out the Brute Bonnet. Bleak Wind misses. As Farigiraf says so. I would like that paralyzed thing to come off, though. That'd be dope. Armarouge. Thunder Wave and Bleak Wind. Raph couldn't move because it's paralyzed. Thank you, finally. Thunder Wave. Probably would have been better if I would have like waterfalled him, but the chance to flinch is really, really low. Expanding Force. It's double can. To be fair, man, you could have gotten a little bit more done if you didn't use Farigiraf. One NDD would have done that entire thing for you with no problem. But I guess Farigiraf is bulkier. So that'll be interesting. All right, next match up, we've got Corviknight, Grimmsnarl, Armarouge. I'm sorry, not Armarouge, but Amoonguss, Volcarona, Rotom, and Garchomp. So, Tailwind user, Disquake, we do have screeners, and a Fake Outer. Could be Fake Out for Grimmsnarl. Not 100% sure what Corviknight does anymore. I think he's like a bulky body press Pokemon, but who knows? So in that case, the best thing that I could possibly do is to open up with okay. Chimpao, Great Tusk, Moongus, and we'll bring in Fluttermane. That's who we'll bring. That way we could slow down the match if we need to. With Spore, we can also... we're not worried about Trick Room, which is terrible for me. I'm hoping that we can get some sort of KOs with Great Tusk with either Headlong Rush, Earthquake. We'll find out. Grimmsnarl, Corviknight, first off. Chimpao versus Great Tusk. Sort of Ruin. So Chimpao could do a little bit of something, but I think we'll get set up with Ice Spinner. Let's see what happens here. Even on Rock Slide's not as effective. I mean, Rock Slide's still pretty good. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Yep, let's do that. All right. Reflect. Lowers physical attacks, which is totally fine. Rock Slide. Misses Corviknight. Like how it misses people. 100% accurate move. Probably. Ice Spinner. Bulk up with the Corviknight, so it seems to be like a bulk up set. But I did say it was like body press, so not the right one, but it is something. Will Ruination... No, we're not Ruination. We will Sucker Punch and Rock Slide. There's no Fake Out from the Grimmsnarl. We don't have to worry about that. They're going to Terra. What are you? Is it the Corviknight? And you are Fire. Ooh, this Rock attack is going to do a lot of damage too. You might have knocked yourself out. Might have been the keyword. Sucker Punch fails, so it's doing another bulk up. Or Tailwind, whichever one. Oh, drops it down to 1 HP. That was a crit. Flinch couldn't move. Spirit Break goes right to the Great Tusk. Does a lot of damage. Lowers down its special attack, which is totally fine. I don't really care for that. Wow. Ice Spinner. Ice Spinner to the Grimmsnarl, and we'll just Rock Slide again. I seem to be the faster Pokemon, so I won't worry about it too much. Boom! Corviknight is down, Terra is also gone, so we don't have to worry about either one of those. Ice Spinner to the Grimmsnarl. Almost a one-hit KO, but it does not go down. Spirit Break again will break Great Tusk. Which I'm okay with, just because of the fact that we don't really have to worry about anything on that side of the field anymore. We'll go ahead and bring in Fluttermane. And they bring in Rotom. So probably the switch in here to these guys are the exact same speed. I can't guarantee. I could Sucker Punch the Rotom and then Dazzling Gleam to hit them both. So hopefully this works. Sucker Punch does hit the Rotom. Takes it about 60%. Light Screen now lowers down the damage from special moves, so it might survive now. Oop! Rotom will survive, but Grimmsnarl will not. So here comes the Discharge. Volt Switch. Right into the Fluttermane, and he goes right back to its trainer. Unfortunately, he doesn't have anyone else to switch to. Oh, it's the Amoonguss. Dope. And Rotom comes right back out. Okay, and we will... Yeah, we'll do this. They've already used their Terra. I have not. Rotom's out there with Volt Switch. I don't know what else he has. So I'm just going to take a chance. Terra with Fluttermane. Make it Fairy. Do a little bit more extra damage. And Ice Spinner right into that Amoonguss. Hopefully put in the range to where it's the double knockout. Rage Powder, which is totally fine. I was already directed into you anyway. So Dazzling Gleam. Fluttermane does go first. Bop. Does nothing really to the Amoonguss. But here comes Ice Spinner right into that slot. Bop. Almost a one-hit KO, but it does not go down. And it hurts by the Rocky Helmet. Ice Spinner, and we'll just go into the Dazzling Gleam again. Battle's canceled. Not bad. Not bad at all. All right, next match is up. We've got Tornadus, Urshifu, Scizor, Delphox, Gyarados, and Sandy Shocks. Interesting assortment of Pokemon. Delphox is really interesting. We'll have Magician, most likely. It could have Flash Fire or the other move. I don't understand what I don't know the other ability. Most likely it'll be Magician, to where it will steal items from me if it lands an attack. So we have to keep that in mind going forward. Scizor is also one with a priority intensive move. And we also have, we also have Urshifu. Don't know if it's Single Strike or Rapid Strike. So there's that as well. Because it is Tornadus, most likely we'll be doing something rather with the things. Tailwind. We will walk in with Tornadus, Great Tusk. Yes, Gyarados and Chien Pao. We'll leave Amoonguss and Fluttermane in the back. We're doing that so that we don't get one punch to death by Scizor, because that's most likely going to happen. And if I do need to use a different Terra option, Amoonguss would be like the best defensive one that I could pick. So that's what we're thinking of here. Tornadus and Gyarados on their side versus Great Tusk and Tornadus. I was like, where's the Intimidate? Intimidate goes off. So Tornadus, now it's my turn. I'm going to go ahead and get started with the Tailwind. And I'm just going to start slamming this thing with Rock Slides. Even if I were to Terra right now with Great Tusk, it would not be a good advantage. Fire would be able to withstand everything, which is most things from Tornadus. But Waterfall from the Gyarados would be terrible. So keeping it at its original typing is probably the best thing that I could do. Although I am super effective, I guess, to water and or flying. We'll see. Okay, they're going to go ahead and Terra. And it's going to go to Gyarados. Yep. And it's going to be Grass. Okay, to ignore the weakness from Rock Slide. But is it enough to withstand the flinching potential? They'll get Tailwind off first, which is totally fine. I also Tailwind, as Tailwind matches are all the same. Rock Slide after that. Hits both. Does a lot to Tornadus. Does very little to Gyarados, but it does get the flinch, so it won't do anything this turn. I'm also going to go ahead and use... I want to use Scary Face. I don't know. I could Taunt. I think I'm just going to go ahead and Bleak Wind and just hope for the best. And then, yeah. Great Tusk uses that. Tornadus avoids the attack. Gyarados does not. Bleak Wind Storm on my side goes and hits. Misses the Gyarados, but it will hit the Tornadus. Does not knock him out. God dang it. Like the opposite. Bleak Wind Storm. Misses Great Tusk, hits my Tornadus, brings him down to half. And do we get the flinch? No, but he will do the Dragon Dance. So raises his speed to, or 1 stage as well as his attack. All right, so we're going to do this instead. Scary Face over to the Gyarados and Rock Slide because no speed for you. We're going to make you -1 speed now. At -1, like it's huge. You guys may not know, but it's huge. Tornadus is going to Protect. Good call. I too have Protect. Scary Face. Lower your stuff by 2, please. Rock Slide right after that. Does nothing to the Tornadus on that side. Will hit the Gyarados. Brings them down to half. Waterfall hits the Great Tusk. And it's super effective. But will not flinch. Alright, Bleak Wind and Rock Slide. We'll just continue on with this motion right here. What you gonna do now? You got -1 speed. You can Dragon Dance again if you'd like. It would be really good, but you'd be normal. You get +2 attack though. But you are getting really, really close to being knocked out to this point. So it's gonna be completely up to you what you would like to do. This is a good match. I'm enjoying myself now. Let's go. With your Tornadus, that's a good call to bring out a new Pokemon so that we can kind of get the battle rolling here. Sandy Shocks comes out. It's a ground electric, so that's gonna be ooh shiny too. That's dope. Proto Boost or Photosynthesis, so we got the booster energy, and its speed was heightened. Rock Slide comes out. Misses Sandy Shocks. Will hit the Gyarados. Bleak Wind Storm hits both. Will knock out the Gyarados. He's gone. And their Terra is out of here. Sandy Shocks, he's ground electric type. What can I use to knock him out? Looks like our Tailwinds are gone. So his speed is enhanced effectively by +1, but it's not genuinely by like a +1. So -2 would make it worth it, right? That's what I'm thinking. Shiny Tornadus as well, by the way. So we're going to Scary Face the Sandy Shocks and hope for the best. We are locked into Rock Slide. It doesn't do anything to the Sandy Shocks, but once I lower down that speed, it's probably going to get Tailwind off, which is totally fine. Yep, there's Tailwind, because my thing will go off. So it's double speed, and I'm going to half that, which puts it back down to normal. Normal as in this is what it was to, pre-Tailwind. It's going to use Earth Power. Excuse me. Excuse me. All right. We'll now bring out Chien-Pao. Now, Chien-Pao's weakness right now is ground attacks, but I can Tailwind and Terra. Yes, I'm going to Terra Flying Ice Spinner into Sandy Shocks. That should make it so that I do not... Like, I'm probably going to get outsped here. Because their Tornadus is going to go off. Could use Taunt, which then shuts down my Tailwind and then leaves Chien-Pao open up. But with our being Terra'd, we may not be hit with automatic ground attacks. So Earth Power could come in, Earthquake could come in, something could come in. I get Tailwind off, so that's dope. Here comes the Ice Spinner for sure. Right into that Sandy Shocks, and it should knock it right out. Yep, there it goes. That -2 to its speed was probably what I needed to win. Bleak Wind Storm hits the Tornadus, knocks it down, and it's a critical hit on that Tornadus. It does a lot of damage to Chien-Pao. But it's enough to where it can withstand a couple of more hits. And because we got Tailwind off, they did not get Tailwind? I'll have to double check. I don't think they have Tailwind. No, they do have Tailwind. That's right. They used Tailwind first. Sandy Shocks got boosted. Delphox comes in. That's also shiny. Okay, I have questions. I have questions. I have lots of questions. They have Tailwind for 2 more turns. I have it for 3. I am going to Waterfall the Delphox. And I'm going to Ice Spinner the Tornadus. Delphox protects. Totally fine with that. Ice Spinner into Tornadus. It's a good thing I walked in with someone like Gyarados. Waterfall goes off. Goes right into the protect. Now, this is going to be a double into the attack, so obviously I hate doing stuff like this. But I have no reason not to. I'm going to Sucker Punch because they probably will attack. And I'm going to Waterfall to hopefully get the KO with both attacks going on. Hopefully being the case here. I don't think that they have anything that's going to heal them. Sucker Punch goes off, hits the Delphox. Is a one-hit KO though, so we are good to go from here. Woo! And we are the victors. All right, next match is ready to go. We've got Arcanine, Grimmsnarl, Garchomp, Wowcat, Bellybolt. Wow, okay. Quagsire and Scizor. So we do have an Intimidator, possible Fake Outer. Bellybolt is interesting. Most likely we'll use Garchomp to be able to use its Parabolic Charge and stuff like that. So we will have to plan around that as much as we possibly can. I think walking in, there's a lot of physical attackers on that team. Walk-in Gyarados, Great Tusk, Chien-Pao, and Amoonguss. We don't have to worry about Tailwind at all, and I have a lot of faster team comps, so I'm okay with the comps that we went with. Bellybolt may be the problem of that team though. As long as that Great Tusk doesn't get taken down right away, we should be fine. But we'll see. Arcanine, Grimmsnarl. So we have an Intimidator on their side, an Intimidator on mine. But they also have screens. So that's something that we have to take into account. But I have to use my Terra now because Arcanines are known to have Will-O-Wisp, and you don't really want to have to deal with that. Now I could taunt Grimmsnarl with Gyarados. I can't hit dark types with Pranksters, but I could definitely hit with this. So I'm gonna Thunder Wave instead, and I'm gonna hit the Arcanine, Terra, Earthquake, and I'm gonna go for Bolt. I'm gonna eliminate the Earthquake potential, the Will-O-Wisp potential, and I'm going to Thunder Wave the Arcanine so that it's slower next time it goes to try to move. And I'm not going to be as effective to all of its attacks up to this point. I'm also not going to be weak against the Fairy type moves that Grimmsnarl is going to have. They're going to Terra the Arcanine. Grass is probably going to be it. It's water, so it's not effective are as effective to Earthquake, but the Thunder Wave is going to do something to it, obviously. Reflect goes off for the Grimmsnarl. Here comes the Earthquake. Misses Gyarados. Will hit the other two for sure. Does not a whole lot of damage. Thunder Wave will miss the Arcanine. And the Will-O-Wisp will miss the Great Tusk. See, Terra Fire. That's why we did it, guys. Thunder Wave again to the Arcanine, and we'll continue our onslaught with the Earthquakes with Great Tusk. Grimmsnarl is going to taunt. That's unfortunate. Gyarados cannot do Thunder Wave this turn. Here comes the Earthquakes, though. Very little damage still. Cannot Thunder Wave due to taunt, and Will-O-Wisp is going to go over to the Gyarados. It's totally fine. He's not, like, he can do a lot of damage, but he's not the main attacker. He is there for intimidates. Can I switch into someone that's decent? I could switch into a Moongus. But I don't think that's going to be it, because he's going to be walking into, like, he's going to be walking into a lot, so I'm not going to worry about it. I'll hit the Grimmsnarl, and I'll continue with the Earthquakes. With your Arcanine, good call. Sent out Garchomp. It may not be like a great call, but here comes Earthquake. He's going to get set up for Belly Bolt. Waterfall for the Grimmsnarl. Doesn't do anything. Will it get the flinch? Will not. Spirit Break. Boop. To the Gyarados. Does very little damage. Burn will take off with just a little bit more of a chunk than I'm used to. How long is he taunted? He's got one more turn, so I'll wait for it. But it's not like it's going to really make a whole lot of difference. We will Waterfall that guy, and we will continue on with our Earthquakes. With your Grimmsnarl, here comes the Belly Bolt, unless it's the Arcanine. Nope, Arcanine's going to lower down my attacks one more. So here comes the Earthquake. I need to start switching now. My guys are taking a little bit too much of an offensive beating, damage-wise. Like, I'm not doing a whole lot. Problem is, I have to be very, very careful. Rock Tomb. Speed fell. Waterfall to the Gyarados. Very little damage. See, it was hurt by the rough skin. That's a waterfall. Like, I get it. It still sucks. Okay. So Taunt is now gone. I'm going to go ahead and Thunder Wave. The Arcanine swap. You into a Moongus. He's probably planning on that. I'm going to start switching in here soon because I'm minusing 2. And that's not a good sign, but we could start slowing down the fights this way. With your the Arcanine. So we kind of get the same thing. Is it Belly Bolt now? Nope, it's Grimmsnarl still. Okay. So maybe fake out. Rock Tomb. Does nothing to the Moongus. Oh, your drop at speed. That's cool. Thunder Wave. Over the Grimmsnarl. Says no. Here, have a Paralyze. Have a Paralyze, and I heal up a little bit. You do 2 leftovers. Gyarados will now swap out to Chien Pao, and I will now use Spore on the Garchomp. There you go. Sort of Ruin. Taunt. Gonna happen on the Amoonguss, which is totally fine. Rock Tomb misses the Chien Pao, and I can't Spore because Taunt. Which I'm okay with because of the fact it's like it's how it is, obviously. I'm gonna Ice Spinner into the Garchomp. It's gonna pop my Sash. Is that the best move? I think it is. Yeah, we'll do that, and then we will bring out Gyarados. He will withdraw. Bring out the Arcanine. Withdraw the grips. Oh, this is a switch-in battle. Let's go. I don't think he has Belly Bolt. Nope, he has Scizor. He has Scizor. So no Belly Bolt. I don't have to worry about that. But now we have Scizor. So we're going to lower down their attacks one stage. And here comes the Ice Spinner into the Arcanine. They have Reflect for one more turn. I'm going to Protect on the Chien-Pao. I'm going to Thunder Wave the Scizor. Withdrew. I got Grimmsnarl again. Thunder Wave. Grimmsnarl's already paralyzed. Will-O-Wisp misses the Chien-Pao. So he's gonna reapply screens from the falls. So there goes Reflect. Okay. So what should I do here? Swap to Great Tusk. And I'm going to Thunder Wave the Arcanine. Because the Will-O-Wisp is probably going to go to that slot. Nope, Taunt goes right to the Gyarados. No Thunder Wave. Will-O-Wisp. Let's go. Let's go. And with that, we'll just go ahead and just Rock Slide, because now we're not locked into swap out to this. We'll bring in the Rock Slide. Now we're not locked into Earthquake. We can now start doing physical damage to them and maybe get the flinches. Here comes the Rock Slide. Does a lot of damage to both. Snarl lowers down the special attack of both Pokemon, which is totally fine. Spare Break over to the Amoonguss does not do a whole lot of damage. Sorry. But now we have Taunts coming out, but it may not come out. Well, actually, it may come out. That Grimmsnarl is not looking really healthy, so we're looking at a really, really good chance that, actually, I'm going to Rage Powder. I'm going to make it so you can't hit Great Tusk, and I'm going to make sure that you have to taunt me. Taunt. The deal's already done, though. You have to put all your pressure onto Amoonguss here. Rock Slide comes in and will knock out the Grimmsnarl and brings Arcanine down to very little. You're going to have to start getting out your stuff here. Heat Wave misses Great Tusk, will hit the Amoonguss. Ooh, thanks to the leftovers, it's going to heal up a little bit. I don't think it's going to matter now. He did not get Reflect back up. Garchomp comes back out. And we'll just go ahead and Rock Slide again. Right? No, nope, they do not have Reflect. So I'm going to bring out Gyarados. Heal up Amoonguss a little bit. Thank you, Regenerator. Bring out Gyarados. To lower down your guys' attack one stage. Gyarados might be burned, doesn't matter. Oh, clear Amulet on the Garchomp, huh? Well, Arcanine's gonna go down, so I can't have my stats minus anymore. The thing is, though, that this is gonna hurt a lot. Oh, Garchomp, the flinching could not move. Let's go. So now it's Scizor and Garchomp left. Now he does have Bullet Punch. Just gonna hurt a lot of Pokemon. So I'm gonna swap out to Amoonguss. And I kind of want a Thunder Wave. Thunder Wave might be really, really helpful here. Let's do that with Scizor. Because if we can get the Scizor to be paralyzed every once in a while, Bullet Punch isn't going to hurt as much. So Rock Tomb over to Amoonguss, which he will avoid it. Thunder Wave over to the Scizor. There's no Bullet Punch. Oh no, did they quit? Did they quit or did I quit? Sword Stance will go off on the Scizor, so that's gonna do like a lot of damage if it hits anybody. What happened? I don't know what happened. I still have internet, but that doesn't really mean anything. I'm just checking everything. Let's see. I think that was me. Please don't let it be me. We wait in anticipation. Who is it? Come on. It was them! Oh my god! That fight was insane! Oh man. I don't know if I have enough time. How many matches was that? Oh, it was 4. I don't have enough time to do one more. Oh no. Okay. All right, guys. I'm sorry to do this to you. I'm gonna blue ball you today. I've run out of time. I can't record another match. I have to get this out to you guys so you have something to watch at a fairly decent time instead of like whatever time it has been. We'll end it at 64 matches. I'll give you guys an extra match tomorrow. So we'll end perfectly at 70 because I like even numbers. I've been doing 5 matches up to this point. I will do 5 matches. So you guys will have more coming up. That last fight though was insane. Insane. And the reads? Oh, chef's kiss. Mwah. I'm hoping you guys liked the video so far. We're at 24 and 40. Our win-loss record is still really, really low. Our ratio right now is 38%. It's not where I want to be, but you know what? I'm okay with it because we're still learning the team. And I actually used Amoonguss pretty well this time. I didn't get anyone spored, but I don't care. Rage Powder says, hey, focus on me for a while. Thank you very much. And just let it happen. So yeah, there you go. But I want to thank you guys for watching. This last match was insane. I hope you have a great day. Happy Tuesday, by the way. And I will see you all in the next video for tomorrow. Please do not forget to like the video if you like it, dislike it if you didn't. Subscribe if you're a brand new viewer, or if you are someone that returns to my channel quite often, and you can hit the bell notification on the right. It'll let you know when I upload. It definitely helps out the channel. You guys have no idea. We're trying to meet a goal of 400 subs by the end of the month. We're 3 away. I can't wait. And then we'll go up to a new goal and then a new goal after that. But like my personal goal at the end of the year is to hit 1,000. And I know that we can hit it, and I know we can do it with your guys' help. I just need to hit that point first, and that'll be great. So when all of that is said and done, if you guys have any questions for me, comments or whatever, you can leave those down below in the comment section. I do answer and reply to any and all comments that you guys leave behind. And it does help me get in contact with you, answer your questions, and just have a good, decent conversation. So that's it. That's all I got. That match is insane. I'm on high 9, cloud 9. I'm up there. That was dope. I don't know if they rage quit. I don't know if it just got randomly disconnected. I'm okay with it though. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Peace.